This segment brought to you by Sure Crop, liquid crop nutrition delivered right to your farm.
My name is Doctor Ignacio Ciampitti. I'm a cropping system specialist, associate professor, Kansas State University Department of Agronomy. Today I would like to just give you some brief tips and recommendations for corn production management for 2018 season. Some of the main points that we emphasize in our presentation here, and one of the key factors still is our seeding rates. When you're looking about main economic costs for corn production, seeding rate is becoming always factor almost as number one. So one of the main key points when you're looking at your seeding rates is to really find ways to optimize that seeding rate based on your field conditions. One of the main factors that we emphasized in our presentation was looking at yield environment and trying to emphasize how different yield environments are really affecting that seeding rate. Lower yielding environment, situations that we have low productivity, seeding rates, optimal seeding rates are very low. If we start increasing seeding rates and pushing for more plants in those environments, we probably be penalized. Those plants will enter under stress conditions and they will not yield really well. So we get penalized in two situations or two ways. One, yield reduction, and the second one because we are increasing our seeding rates in those areas. Similar point that we discussed in our presentation was situations that we are double planting areas. We are getting close to the headlines or the borders of the fields, and we are turning around in those borders of the field. We have many situations that we are double planting. That double planting produces big yield effect, yield reduction and impact in very low yielding environment, less than 150 bushels. We quantify yield reductions of 20-25%. In those cases, we not only have the extra seed cost of double planting, but also the cost of, or the penalization of yield reduction. Then when we are going to a high yielding situations, close to 250 or 300 bushels, those environments, they do really well, even under really high seeding rate, but still you get penalized, not so much on the yield reduction, but you will get penalized because we are losing and increasing our seed cost. Since those seeds, they are not producing, not increasing yield farther than the situation where we have single planted. And then the last point that I touched base on our presentation was about the nitrogen cost. Nitrogen seems to be, and always is, one of the main factors, number one factor. Anytime that we are pushing corn and this plant to yield more, we are increasing our optimal seeding rates, but that increase in seeding rate is coming together with really in parallel increase on nitrogen application. So always as a reminder, when you're looking about increasing your seeding rates and improving and pushing your productivity for corn, optimal seeding rate, maximizing the number of plants in the field, and together with nitrogen are one of the main two factors that they are affecting corn yield production.
Tarwater Farm and Home has been family owned and operated since its beginning in 1978. What you need for farm and agriculture, lawn and garden, clothing and footwear, and so much more. You'll be surprised at what you'll find in this huge store. They have what you need and lots of it. So come take a look. You'll discover that customer service is first and foremost. Always has been with the Tarwaters. Tarwater Farm and Home, 4107 North Topeka Boulevard.